Hey guys, I.B.B. dropping in on the Canyon Map, and I don't know if anybody caught the Q&A session with the developers over on Reddit the other day. I did not catch the live event, if it was live. I don't know if it was or not, but what I did was I got the link from Facebook. Somebody posted it over on Facebook, and so I followed it over there, and I read through a lot of the questions. And I will do separate videos pertaining to a lot of the different subjects that were brought up in that Q&A session in the near future. However, in this one, I kind of wanted to cover one of the subjects that was brought up, and it seems to be a bit of a touchy subject for some people, and that is the fact that some players are seemingly abandoning all strategy in order to just go for the damage. And I cannot say for certain whether or not this is a game in which players did that. Obviously, I don't know, maybe they always play their games like that, who knows, but it did kind of smell of that same philosophy, which was just go for the damage. Now here, I'm not just going for damage, I'm going for that beacon because I saw the entire red team headed over to our right side, and so I decided to go over to the left and test their side beacon like this. And so me and this Griffin got over here, and I am making a hasty retreat, or trying to, in my Galahad, and I'm keeping my shield down so that I can outrun the splash damage. However, one of them does have a thunder here, and I'm going to run into this Griff back here, and then he is actually going to get some help from a teammate, and they're going to be able to take me out on this. Now, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't stop to look at what my teammates were in when I dropped in, but it didn't really seem like they were in a lot of mid-range. But here in a little bit, you're going to see that basically all we have is mid-range, and that's really going to sink our boat. Because the red team's going to be able to push forward, they're going to be able to get into our spawn, or at least close to it. And we're just not really ever going to be able to recover from that. And at some point, I realized, okay, we're going to lose this game, and we're going to lose it big. And so, if that's the case, and I am close to moving up to another league, then you know what? I need some HP. And so, that is sort of what I did in this game, is at some point, you know, I don't know, it would have been a close call to go and get a beacon here in just a little bit. I'll point it out to you. But I decided not to. And not only did I decide not to go get a beacon, but I had a teammate decide to not go get a beacon. Because pretty soon these guys, and you notice they're all congregating right here in the center, and we're just not able to focus enough firepower. We're all in basically mid-range. I think 4 of us are at this point. And at some point, I'm actually going to dump this Carnage, and I'm going to have basically full health in it. Yeah, so we got 1 long range and 3 mid range here. Which is something that you just don't want to do. Oh, maybe 4 mid range. And that is really what sunk our boat in this one. It allowed the red team to get that upper hand, and we're just really never going to be able to recover from this. And I am really starting to hate those Ansel shields when I have these tridents. Because even when I put a volley of tridents into it, I don't knock that shield all the way down. And before I can fire another round, that shield is back up again. Alright, so at this point, our beacons were 3-2, and I was still staying in this spot because I thought, okay, it's only 3-2, that's really not that bad. We can still recover from where we're at. But then, you saw that Carnage working its way over towards our side beacon, and he's going to grab our side beacon, he's going to cap that, and not a one of my teammates is going to go over there and even attempt to go get it. And so I decided to jump out of this and get into my Griffin with Orkans. And at this point, I know we've lost this game, and so I have already made the strategic decision to just go for damage. And that's why you don't see me jumping over there to go get that beacon. And you can see my teammate there, he decided not to go get the beacon either. Well, for one, he was way overexposed anyway. Now, I am not going to sit here and judge anybody for how they play the game. You play the game how you want to play the game because it's your game, it's your phone or tablet or whatever it is that you use to play this game. You play it however you want, and I'm not going to judge that. I think that when you try to program the game to elicit a particular way that you want players to play the game, I think that you're in for trouble. So they had a system and they didn't like how players were playing it, and then they changed the system and players find new ways to game that system. And so you just continually try to reprogram how people are playing the game. And that's not going to change no matter how cute and fancy you try to get. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I have new gameplay videos every single day. Smash the thumbs up, thumbs down button, and until then.